Hey everyone, what's up? It's Jaden James, and I wanted to do a little video today to talk about the wild bay nuts I am foraging right now this fall in Northern California. Today is October 13th, 2018, and I have my shirt off. It's pretty warm. It's in the 80s. I'm definitely ready for the cooler weather to continue. We've had really nice cold evenings, but looking forward to the days where it's a little bit more crispy. I'm not sure if that's going to happen anytime soon, but I'm grateful for the adequate amount of vitamin D that I have access to compared to a lot of other places in the country and in the world. So if you follow me on Instagram, I've been posting a little bit on my story and not on my timeline yet, but on my story about foraging for bay nuts. Now, I'm gonna do a video out in actual nature with the bay nut trees to show you exactly what the tree looks like and the fruit on the tree and taking them off and collecting them in that way. But since I did have to process some last night, I decided to just put a quick little video together. So the bay nut is from the California bay laurel tree that grows primarily in a more wetter climate. So there are a lot of them here in this area of Northern California within the San Francisco Bay Area. So I forage a lot of them out of Marin County. Since I lived there for a long time, I know where a lot of the great spots are. They're also available, they also do grow here in Sonoma County, and I think a little bit more north and also down south towards the San Jose, Santa Cruz area, and I believe also even down in Southern California there are places that the tree grows. So this tree does not grow that I know of in other areas of the United States. It's not a prolific tree like the oak tree, where that grows in all over the world, and that provides food in the form of acorns. And so the bay tree, the nuts that grow from the bay tree, it's not a food that you're going to be able to eat in high quantities. And so first off, let me just show you, I ended up peeling all of my bay nuts last night and had 2 of them left in my car. So so this is what they look like after you pull them off the tree, or you pick them up off the ground. And they are related to the avocado, and I'll show you why. So you peel the nut, you're gonna peel the meat, the skin off, and this one, it's not too bad. You can see inside how it is similar to avocado, so this is like the fatty part. You definitely don't want to eat it. Some websites will claim that you can eat it, and totally go for it if you want to lick it. It's very pungent and leaves a horrible taste in your mouth for a long time. So I peel the skin. Peel the skin on this one. This one's a little bit more ripe. So the skin's off. That leaves me with 2 nuts. Now, last night, I processed these while I was watching Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I think that's what it's called. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. So these have just been shelled less than 24 hours. And I harvested these in Marin County. I won't disclose my location for various reasons. But so now that these are all shelled, they're gonna need to dry. They need to dry in the sun or in an area that is not damp. So you want a dry place. There isn't tons of information on bay nuts. So a lot of it is trial and error. So my experience is I've dried them a lot in the sun. Unfortunately, I don't get as much sun on the porch going into the winter months as I did in the place I was before. So I'm just gonna do my best, probably let them dry out for a few weeks so I can feel them right now. They're still wet, even though they've been inside all night. So after these dry, you could probably also try drying them in a dehydrator on a really low temperature. I would say whatever the lowest temperature is of a dehydrator. I think it's 100, not sure. But you do not want to dry these in the oven because that's going to start the cooking process and the roasting process. And that is what you will do after you dry these. So definitely going to be collecting a lot more. And depending on the trees, there's different sizes, but so to give you an idea, so last night I decided to roast from my harvest that I did in 2015. So I was under the impression that bay nuts will develop, or the bay tree will produce a bay nut every 2 years. Last year I got really excited, went out, absolutely nothing, not one bay nut was growing on a tree, so I was pretty bummed. So this year, it's incredible how many are on the trees. So it's 3 years, you know, like I said, there hasn't been tons of research done on this specific food that I've come across besides just looking on the internet. So last night I roasted, so these are roasted bay nuts. Okay, this is the shell. So the nut is inside. So you can see the different color. I'll show you. Roasted, unroasted. I crack these with my teeth. Oh wow, beautiful color. So you can see very caramel looking color. And so good. Buttery, caramelly, chocolatey, coffee, popcornish. Well, the kernel's getting stuck in your teeth. So these nuts, or seeds, you could call them a seed, have a fat protein carb ratio. Like I said, I don't know what the exact is. So if you're counting macros, you're not going to find this anywhere on any website to count. That's the thing with wild foods. You don't care about that stuff. And I don't count macros anyways. So these are from 2015. They taste delicious. I stored them in, so after I go through the drying process, once they're completely dry, I store them airtight in mason jars, label them. I still have 2 more little mason jars left from 2015. I've shared them with various friends who have loved them. With this batch that I roasted, I'm going to make some kind of chocolatey bay nut dessert. There's recipes online in wild food books, wild food websites and stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of play around with it, but I normally just eat them as is because they're just so delicious. They're easy. It's just beautiful. The color is so beautiful. And so the other thing about bay nuts is they do have a stimulant component. Some people say similar to coffee, similar to chocolate. There's not tons of scientific data that I have been able to find to compare it to. It's going to depend on the tree. It's going to depend on the season, the time of the year, like how sensitive you are to stimulants. I can eat 5-10 of these and I don't really feel that much. I also drink coffee and consume cacao pretty frequently. Yeah, so if you ever come across this particular wild food, somebody shares it with you, just have 1 or 2 and see how you feel, depending on your sensitivity to caffeine. Yeah, I think that was all I wanted to share. I also after I processed these, I decided to start cracking my Acorns. These are from last year, and I have my Dulcimer cracker, Daniel Vitalis suggested, so I started cracking the Acorns last night, and unfortunately, so this is new for me as well, trial and error process. This one looks like it's going to be good. I had a lot of bad Acorns for whatever reason. There could have been a weevil in them and I didn't know. Some of them are black and moldy. Couldn't tell from the outside, so that's just, it's gonna happen. So yeah, so I got this one right here. So this is what I came up with last night. So now these are gonna have to be processed further. You cannot eat these raw. You cannot eat bay nuts raw. Please don't eat them raw. Please don't eat acorns raw. It's just gonna taste bad. Your body will spit it back out. You'll know. So yeah, that's the one I just cracked. Ended up having a lot of really bad ones with the shells, so got a lot further to go. So I'm planning to, I will process these at some point and turn it into acorn flour as best as I can with my Vitamix, or with my dry mix Vitamix blender that I have. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I am definitely going to do a video where I'm outside in the actual forest probably next week, because I'm gonna go back and collect a lot more bay nuts. My girlfriend and I did that early this week, so we're trying to get as many as we can. And yeah, if you want to follow along, also follow me on my Instagram at Jaden James. I will be posting more information about that as well. So I hope you guys are all having, not guys, I hope all of you amazing humans are having an incredible weekend, whatever you're doing, and just take a minute to breathe in the essence of being alive, being in your body, and being in this time and place in which you have the access and the freedom and the ability to make a change and a shift within yourself that can reverberate out into the world, into others. And I challenge you all to just be the best that you can be every day. And always keep it wild. Peace.